Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video over on the channel by the name of LeaIsChill. Obviously today we are here once again back to One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 for the brand new DLC that did drop today. We're just gonna do True Pirate Warriors, we're gonna play as Gear 5th Luffy, and we're just gonna have a great time. Honestly, I might just make this a super video and do all three, or I might do one every day for the next 3 days. You'll probably know by the end of this video. So I guess we'll get right to it. So this guy is absolutely incredible. I have maxed out every one of the DLC characters so far, and they are rad. Unfortunately, this Luffy's abilities are very similar to the original Luffy. Here, this is a soul map, which is the new way of powering up your characters. Just good. We're just going to use this set with the giant scythe, red rock, Gatling, gear 5. Cheat death, full force, and special move. Good. Pretty much this is what I've been running on him explicitly. I played this game for a couple of days after the DLC dropped, and frankly, I think that these two DLCs, especially Luffy, are crazy strong. The Kaido also is built different for a different reason, and we'll get there for sure at some point. Alrighty. I want to make sure I use this red rock first. So this is the one they animated in the anime super fancily. They're definitely intentionally trying to simulate it there. Here, I'm just going to go into gear 5th. So it actually does 3 instances of damage to the enemies around you when you transform, which, because of how long it takes, I think it's really, really good for the sake of the character itself. His first ability is Kaminari. Yeah, obviously, you'll be spending most of your battles inside gear 5th. Let's be real. Here, we're going to use the Film Red ability. And then run up a little bit, lightning him. I actually missed him by the smallest margin. Alright, lightning him one more time. I think I just pop Bajrang Gun. The scale of this is definitely huge, but it is nowhere near what the actual size in the show is. It is pretty insane. I think someone did the measurements on the Bajrang Gun, and it could encompass the entirety of Tokyo from east to west. Like, that's the sort of shit we're dealing with here. Alright. Saikoji Tenda! It's funny, he says I've reached my peak when he uses the Film Red ability, but he never just says that inside the movie. It's just because they're trying to have his quotes all the same. Yeah, that's... So here, we'll do... This is his square combo. It's the one I've been doing with the actual giant bazooka inside it. He's a sky character, so obviously he's built to do this. I actually talked in the last video about, like, sky characters being my least favorite. This Luffy subverts the difficulties I had with it. Here, so we're going to do each of the combos. So this is 1 square, Y. This is 2. Oh, wait, no. This is 2. Unless he cancels it out using room. You know what? Maybe Law isn't the one to try and showcase this on, because that room immediately answers my problems. Bajrang Gun. Please tell me lightning does a good amount. There we go. So yeah, obviously this is full Ys afterwards. I actually like the ability to go to the ground as a sky type, so I'm a big fan of that. This is 3 squares. This is 2, which is just like a massive, massive storm. Nice. I feel like the main tactic is just to break them and then use my skills, because it seems to do a lot of good damage. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. He chomps the dirt, spits it out, and then does the Mookie Mookie like pull up of the ground, which is really cool. I think out of all the combos, this is my favorite. It just feels really good and clears out a good area. This one's also really good, but I find the damage, it feels low in spite of everything. Here, we'll pop this. Obviously, most of my damage is going to come from specials anyway. I have enhancement on. Love is like a hurricane. Hancock, I assure of you, this hurricane is not one you are ready for. Some may even call it a blizzard. Honestly, Blizzard is getting shafted the same way Hancock kind of does. So in One Piece, Hancock gets shafted pretty hard because Luffy sandbags how much she likes him. He doesn't understand it. The same thing is currently happening over there. I think this kills? Nah, it didn't. Bonk! Lightning does a really good amount of damage. Yeah, I do like that combo, but it doesn't seem like it does the break damage that I need out of it. You can see how long Gear 5th lasts as well. I think it's the only transformation in the game that lasts pretty much like a flat, I want to say 5 minutes, but I can't confirm that. At the very least, I can confirm that it's 3 minutes straight of nothing but Gear 5. I don't know if you can gain more of it or lose it or what, if you're not comboing if it goes faster or what, but it does not matter. What matters is settling this. Nice. This is actually a little bit canon right now, but we'll bear to talk about that at some point, I'm sure. It's actually kind of funny that they put OG Akainu, OG Kizaru, and Fujitora together, because OG Akainu is a completely different design. Is that actually OG Akainu? Yeah, it is. That's straight up Marineford. Not bad. Now, I do heal constantly when I'm inside Gear 5th, so it is good for me to be in it. But the lower my health is, the more damage I do. So it's not like a bad choice to just stay untransformed and finish them with these abilities. Honestly, Rock Gatling kind of looks lame compared to Rock Gun. It's because they're trying to emulate the anime style with the other Rock Gun. The Rock Gatling is just more akin to, explicitly, Elephant Gun. I think I transform, because I think it's going to play a cutscene of someone spawning in. I had to grind out quite a bit to get these 3 characters maxed out. Unfortunately, it's 18 million belly for every single DLC character they release. And so for the next DLC, I need to make sure to have pretty much like 44 million belly to be able to have them maxed out on day 1 so I can do the showcase. Shouldn't be too hard, but because of it, I've memorized a lot of these harder quests. You can see the Bajrang gun's actual size now. It's pretty big, but it is not east to west Tokyo big. Hey there, Sengoku. You are pretty annoying and you are not taking nearly enough damage. I'm gonna make sure to focus on you. Saikoji Tenda! Yeah, it's weird to see that animation without like the really heavy filtering they had inside the movie on it. In Film Red, at the end of the movie, they were very intentionally obfuscating Gear 5 by putting a bunch of colors and white filters over like the form itself. In this, it's just straight up like, yeah, that was Gear 5. Of course you know that. I think what I do... So they're gonna spawn Big Mom right here. I'm actually gonna try to run all the way south and see if I can pick up Whitebeard and Ace. So I've come to realize this is very frustrating to deal with. These enemies, they're spread out kind of annoyingly and not super fun to deal with. Hey Ace, you want to do the same? Okay, cool. Then we'll run over here. Sky types, the way that they're built, you can just hold circle to be able to keep on dashing, which is kind of nice. I do like that for moving around. It's just, I like to have my feet firmly planted on the ground to do combos. It's a lot harder to memorize air combos as well, unless you are just constantly in the air, like Gear 5th is, you know? But most Sky characters, I don't even play them, because most of them don't even have options for getting back to the ground. And if you don't have an option for getting back to the ground, it's a much slower process. Alright. I'm hitting my peak. Killed both Jack and Kaido. I'd like Big Mom to get aggroed before she runs away, actually. Looks like she's hesitating. So I'm going to face this way. Use my Bajrang gun. I think the yellow characters will actually fight red characters in front of them. So if I was smart, I would pit that Sabo up against the Blackbeard down there, at least for now. I should really be focusing on just aiming at Big Mom. Because if I do, Katakuri will die anyway. Here, I'm going to pop Bajrang here, give her the full souffle, and then we'll move on down to where Teach is. I think Big Mom will follow us from here. Actually, no, if she's knocked out, I don't know if she follows. Here, let's try. Come on over. Come on, Mom. This way. This way. Oi, so. I don't think she's following me, unfortunately. Alright, in that case, I'm just going to try to wreck these guys with the abilities I've got. Ivankov, that looked like you should not have been tanking it, but I guess I was beating those cheeks so hard they were rebounding. Jeez. Is there a devil fruit that's like nullify shock absorption? I feel like I remember something similar, like, you can't punch through me. I absorb all impacts. Was it the guy from... I'm going Gear 5th. Was it the guy from Alabasta alongside the mole woman that did that? I don't quite remember. It was basically like Fat Gum, as far as I remember. I don't know if I'm just gaslighting myself or something. Alright. Sabo, you are so annoying, but you will not make it to the end. Bajrang? Gun! I like saying the name aside from gun before anything else and having that pause. I know that Luffy always says, like, the final attack with it, usually. By that I mean, like, Jet Pistol always has to be together. You can't separate Jet Pistol. Alright, Bajrang Gun. This actually might kill him. I would not be surprised. I actually did an awful job of splitting these guys up. Alright. Hey, Big Mamu. I think in terms of bosses in this game, Big Mom is second only to Crocodile in terms of most annoying. Like, I was gonna say she was number one, but then I remembered with Crocodile's, like, literal put you into the ground because I feel like it ability. And that's only when you're fighting him in PvE. It's not like this game, you're fighting someone controlling the character, right? I just gotta use Bajrang Gun here. It's the highest chance of killing, and I can just rush on down after I'm done. Nice. I think even without me trying to even aim at any small guys, we probably end up getting 5,000 KOs at least. It'll depend on this next area and how many combos I do, but I think Gear 5th is the strongest character in the game right now. He has... So I think it's kind of weird that for Pirate Warriors 4, they made him a Sky character, so they only had to do one moveset for Gear 5th, and they reused the regular Luffy moveset for every other part of his normal attack kit. So, like, literally the only thing you get is a new combo and then a couple of new abilities, like 2 new abilities, that we have equipped right now, by the way. But because of that, and them only having to, like, develop one combo, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I hope that if they... So, originally what I thought they were going to do is Gear 5th would be Pirate Warriors 4, or Pirate Warriors 5, and that would be, like, the big deal. We finished off Wano, we adapted the rest of it, here it is, because this game ends on an unofficial Wano ending, where Luffy beats Kaido with a special attack called, I think it was Hydra? And he spins his arms around in a big, big tendril, and basically just one-shots Kaido by hitting him on the head really hard. They could easily drop a Pirate Warriors 5 and do the full story of that, but I assume they would have saved that and then used Gear 5th as the promotional material for that. Instead, they actually dropped him inside Pirate Warriors 4 for the first DLC, or second DLC pack. Meaning, I wonder if we'll actually get a Pirate Warriors 5 officially. After this DLC pack, I'm very curious to see where this game goes, because they introduced this soul map system which has 4 different stretch goals and soul maps to try and achieve, but unfortunately those soul maps are really, really hard to grind, and the main way of grinding it is from solo missions using Yamato? It's not super viable, but they are releasing, like, episodes, this one's Yamato, alongside these DLC to create extra value around it. If they released a couple of new stages, if they released, like, a couple of things to grind, or like a survival game mode, for example, into this, I would be super, super down. Like, legitimately, what it is I am a fan of this game. I like what they're doing. I love when new characters are released. But this game is just going to stay in its exact same state unless they drop those stages alongside the development of these DLCs and confirm a DLC Pack 3 if they're going to make this the live service game like Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers currently is for Naruto at the moment. Because they've had 6 season passes now, I think? Which for Pirate Warriors 4, even us getting 2 is pretty astounding. So I'm not exactly, like, gritting my teeth and saying this is going to happen or anything. But what I'm saying is, right now there's a big, big lack of One Piece games, and if this is how they want to adapt all these new outfits, I'm fine with spending a bit of money on it. Just make this the live service alongside it and continue to release actually decent and enjoyable content. I'm seriously all here for it. Like, you can hear the Buddha just stomping around the stage. Dum, 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 dum. Bonk. Alright, we gotta beat Sabo first. Nice. And now Shanks. Yeah, I think the other packs will be less exciting because it's not like they're releasing the other ones alongside the movie, right? So, legit, the next pack, I believe, is entirely inspired by Film Red. Look at this man. Hell yeah. Oh, he fell apart. Yeah, I don't think that the heights that the Film Red characters from Pack 2 hit will end up hitting the same heights that Gear 5th do for me. So it'll really depend on their movesets a lot more than just cool factor. So you surpass even us. Thanks, Shanks. And fuck you, Diamante. That was the guy with the cape right there, by the way. There you go. Yeah, for the soul map stuff, I'm really curious what they plan on doing with it in the future, because there's no quests right now in this game that are hard enough to justify over-leveling anyone beyond their cap, but it's just the normal for this game now. Regardless, that's going to do it for the Gear 5th video. I'll be back tomorrow with Hybrid Kaido and a whole lot more of Pirate Warriors 4. Thanks for watching, take it easy, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!